Khan here for Seconds Out with Eddie Hearn. Eddie, a lot of people talking about in this much anticipated fight between the two bitter rivals, Jack Catterall and Josh Taylor, about Josh Taylor's temperament, needing that fire to really get the victory here. Do you feel that fire is still in Josh Taylor from what you've seen from the subdued nature of the press conference yesterday?
Without any doubt. I mean, we talk about subdued nature. We always see these big fights with tasty build-ups go a little bit quiet, the final presser. Saw it with Fury Uysk last week. Nothing to say, good luck, I'm ready. The coaches will be saying to him, look, you've got to make weight after, nice and calm. Here's a little bit different. They haven't eaten for a while, they haven't drunk for a while. You've got the public in here as well. So you're going to see these two come together. When you bring them together, I want the face-to-face like we saw yesterday, and I want the words. I don't want nuts going in, me jumping in, and then because you separate them straight away, and you don't really get that tension, right? But it's difficult when there's so much on the line, and these guys are going to come face-to-face now. So the talking's done, the fight's sold. Time to fight, and these guys will be using all their energy and all their emotions in that ring tomorrow.
Style-wise, taking the two fighters out of the equation, which fight style do you like to watch more?
I think that when Jack Catterall is very aggressive, he's a very exciting fighter to watch. I want to see him be aggressive in this fight. It's difficult because I say that to all fighters, right? But some fighters box very well off the back foot. I mean, I feel like he outboxed Josh Taylor in the first fight, But at the same time, if he's aggressive, will that play into Josh Taylor's hands? I think Josh Taylor will be looking to be aggressive in this fight. He talked yesterday, you heard Joe McAnally talk about, I don't want him to be allowed to hold or be messy. We want to be able to fight in there. Do you know what I mean? And I think Josh will be looking to start nice and fast tomorrow night. That might suit Jack Catterall, I don't know. But, this fight's going to be very close. They're very, very well matched in that respect. If it goes points, it's going to be a tight decision. But I do think you'll get a late stoppage tomorrow.
Name the sleeper fight on the card.
Paddy Donovan against Lewis Ritson. I think it's a really good step up for Paddy Donovan. Let's see how good he really is. And, and slightly down the card, check out George Vizzioli. He's in a very tough fight, 2 sensational knockouts so far. And I think we'll get a great fight with Elisoro against Shev for the British Cruiserweight title. Must-win fight for Shev, and obviously Matchroom v Queensbury before we go to Riyadh, and looking forward to the whole card.
Lewis Ritson was healthy up at 147 pounds. Back to prove he still has a seat at the top table. This is a good fight, an intriguing fight, a good test at this stage, certainly for that one. Yeah, it's really, really good fight. How much is it for Bristol? We have to know the skill of Paddy Donovan, the different fire up. Really, really fascinating. Two very good fighters.
Open the door to the wider boxing scene. We've seen Ryan Garcia's B sample has come back predictably, I guess. That has been positive for performance enhancing substances. He's also, in the background, sent a sample of his hair to a leading expert in toxicology, which I guess muddies the scene a little bit more because that says there was no evidence of performance enhancing substances in the hair. What's the situation there from your knowledge?
I don't know. That's not an independent scientist. That's someone that Ryan has employed. And as Victor Conte come out and said, hair samples aren't effective when you're talking about Osterine. I've absolutely no idea. I hope that when the New York State Athletic Commissions ask him to present his case, when he'll get the opportunity to do so, he can present all of that and they'll make their decision. That's not really for me. All I'm saying is that when he boxed Devin Haney, he had performance-enhancing drugs in his system, and he was 3.5 pounds overweight. So that fight, I mean, it's a mad response to this, by the way. Like, I've never actually seen anything so weird in my life. Now it's changed a little bit because of the B sample, but it's kind of like a propaganda mission sometimes, Great news, guys. I'm innocent. Here's my hair. It's like, no, wait a minute. You just A and B are positive. That now goes to the commission for it, But you've got to fight your case, and I respect it in a way. And sometimes it bluffs enough people to go, oh, yes, Ryan. You know what I mean? But the reality is he has to deal with the situation in a professional manner with his team, and I hope he can prove his innocence.
I just want to move on to going back to Fury versus Usyk. In the light of what you saw in the 9th round, you've always championed Anthony Joshua to beat Tyson Fury if the fight ever happened. Did the 9th round widen your confidence that would happen if the two meet in the ring?
Listen, Fury's a great fighter. I've always believed AJ will beat him, but right now I feel like he knocks him out. AJ's power compared to Usyk's incomparable. But styles make fights, and maybe AJ styles suit Fury more. I don't know, but very confident AJ would stop Fury inside the distance.
Last quick one. I spoke to Thomas Howes, and he said he actually advises Tyson Fury not to take the Anthony Joshua fight. Anthony Joshua seems to have steadied the ship, and that he feels that Tyson Fury would not be the favourite in a.
That's amazing, because 3 years ago Thomas Howes said AJ should retire because he's very concerned about brain damage for Anthony Joshua, and now all of a sudden he beats the second best heavyweight in the world easy. So thank you, Thomas Howes. Maybe an apology for that article for Anthony Joshua would be nice too.
Very, very last thing, Josh Warrington, what's the situation with him?
Yeah, we're trying to make the Lee Wood fight. We're pretty close to that now. Lee Wood had a little injury. He's going to train for a couple of weeks. Hopefully we can make that fight for the end of August. We'll see what happens.
Looking forward to the soccer debut, Ed. Cheers.